Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the TradingPub.com Daily Report. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. And real quick before we get started, give you a second to read through this risk disclaimer. Basically, not giving any kind of advice here, just sharing some thoughts on the market, and we'll talk about a recap of what happened overnight and some key levels. As you guys know, typically on the Daily Report, we try to look at the overnight move in the S&P 500, come up with some key numbers to watch for the day, and also we take a look at one other market. Today we're actually going to look at two other markets. We're going to take a look at the bond market and then also the Emini S&P futures and gold. So again, those will be the three markets that we take a look at today. So let me bring up these two charts. The first thing I want to look at is the S&P. Obviously, we had a good non-farm payroll number on Friday. We saw the S&Ps actually rally up to a high of about 1174 off of that report. We came back down all the way to 1145, which is a key area we've been watching. Came back up, and you saw us settle down around this 1155 area for the close. So again, we had a Globex open where we actually opened up higher. You saw that rally continue into the Asian session, the heart of the Asian session, where we topped out around 1170 quarter, 1171. So we're going to want to write down that area and remember that the market rallied. We went up to about 1170, 1171. We came back down to the 1164 area. We bounced back up to the 1169, 1170 area. Came back down again to 63, 64. So we're going to want to watch that 63 area on the S&P. Should be a pretty good support area in the event that we trade down there. As far as the upside goes, again, came up to the 72, 73, which takes us back into the level that the market topped out off the non-farm payroll report. So really 71 to 74 should be a pretty sticky area today. Can kind of use that 69 area as a pivot. If we're below that, we'll look for a test of about 63, 64, and then below that will take us back to the Globex open area down at 1156, and then big support at 1145, which was the low made from Friday. So again, we'll want to keep a close eye on that area in the event that the market turns negative. To the upside, it's been quite a while since we've actually been up to these levels, and I'll flip to a daily chart. And you can see that we've got the last swing high was up here around 1192, and then up to the 1220 area, which should be pretty big above that. But again, not a whole lot of resistance up here. If the S&P can start to break through and get through the 1180 area here to test that 1192, and then get up to 1200, and then 1216 and 1220 to the upside. So again, very important to watch. The other market that we're keeping a close eye on are bonds. And as you guys know, the interest rates have been declining, which means bond prices have been going higher. So this is a look at the 30-year bond. This is the bond that I watch primarily. You see it's currently trading at 140.03, and we had run up into options expiration up to on bond options expiration, which was back in September, up to about the 147 area. It came all the way down to 140, ran back up. Notice that we did not make a new high here, so again, did not put in a new high on that test, and we're currently trading at 140. A couple of areas to keep an eye on. Obviously, this 140 area is big. Below this, you see a support area down at 138.20, but the big support area to watch is really this 135 to 136 area. That's the area that you really need to see the bears take out if we're going to see bond prices continue to drop. So again, watch that area. Right now we're looking at this as a pullback and using the 140, 138.20, and then 135 is our big support area on more of a swing basis as far as the bonds go. And then the last thing we want to look at is gold. And a couple weeks ago we did a special report on gold and talked about how gold had pulled back significantly, was to the trend line and kind of consolidating, and you're seeing it start to break out of this consolidation here. So definitely something to keep an eye on towards the end of the year, especially after such a healthy pullback that you saw. And remember, we've kind of got this trend line right here that we saw gold pull back to, and it's starting to break out of that consolidation. So again, important market to watch. Keep a close eye on gold, and we'll continue to look at the 1600 area as important, as we saw several days bounce around here, and now we're starting to break out of this 1660 resistance area, which gives us the next resistance is not back until about 1705, which was the high of this day, where we had a couple of gaps in there. So if gold gets moving, could see some pretty sharp moves either way as it's starting to break out of the consolidation period it's been in the past few days. All right, we appreciate everyone viewing today's report. And if you'd like to attend any Trading Pub events, the next event at the Trading Pub is actually going to be this Thursday. We've got a double header. We've got 2 events set for Thursday starting at 4 o'clock Eastern Time with trading psychology and then support and resistance as the topics. If you're interested in joining that event, you can go to tradingpub.com and click Pub Events. Thanks. Hope you all have a great day.